Oh, you love that, don't you?
Excuse me, are you Declan Neary?
Yes, I am.
Hi, this is Behind the Blocks. We've come for an exclusive interview. Is that alright?
That is completely fine.
So, Declan Neary, ahead of the Beneden Healthcare Grand Prix / Diamond League at the weekend at the lovely track of York, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling incredibly nervous. The competition is very strong. It's just going to be a good race, I think. It's going to be a great race.
So last season saw you do a massive breakthrough from running about 220 for the 800 down to 157. What was behind this big breakthrough for you last season?
Drugs, just drugs.
What
Not
kind of drugs?
like your standard EPO kind of sports drugs. Just pure cocaine. Just sniffing, and that's why I've been having a lot of nosebleeds recently as well. It's just all been getting clogged up and it's just pouring out. But I mean, the key to dropping the 23-second personal best is just a lot of cocaine.
Okay, and is this a training method you'd advocate for a lot of people?
I mean, I'd only say try it if you're willing to take the risks. Because I mean, there were certain points where I was nearly dying. I was nearly dying. So if you're willing to take the risk, I will say do it. It's worth it.
Okay. And what have you done differently this winter compared to last winter? Obviously, you've been still smashing the cocaine, but have you been adding any other drugs in there to your resume just to try and get those extra benefits?
I mean, I've heard of this thing a bit like Ket. Ket is quite good for your weight loss. And obviously, through Christmas, you're putting on the Christmas puddings, you're putting on the pounds. And obviously, I've heard Ket is quite good for weight loss. So I've just been taking a lot of Ket as well, and that's actually worked well because I've lost 7 stone, and that was quite a good improvement. So I'm feeling that if I just keep on the cocaine, keep on the Ket, that I feel like I'm going to have a great summer again. And I think, push and shove, I might hit another 23-second PB. I might hit 800 to drop it down. Maybe 134. That could be in the bag.
Now, you're talking about the Ket diet to get a bit of weight loss, but surely if you had a little bit of a trim, that might take off a good few stone as well.
The trim? No.
I mean, what's the thinking behind the trim?
There is no thinking behind the trim. The abuse, I've probably received more abuse than I do have hair, and that is a considerable amount at this moment. It's been withstanding constant abuse for the past 3 months.
Okay, and are the rumours true that this new haircut's come about because you recently converted to feminism?
Yes, I'm big on feminism recently. The future is female. I think the male species will die out, and that I think that women will be taking over the world. Reproduction-wise, I don't know how that's going to happen. Sperm banks are going to be getting bigger and bigger. I think that business is going to go. So I'm thinking of investing in a sperm bank for, obviously, not for me, but for the future. Because obviously I care about the planet a lot, and I think that's probably going to be the way it's going to go. We're going to be similar to China in the one-child policy, but it'll just be female child policy.
Okay. So we're down at York Track tonight, down at the York University with the hashtag Team Wilcock, hashtag York Elite. So can you tell me a little bit about the session that's going to be happening tonight then?
The session tonight, I mean, it's a bit of a tough one tonight. So it's a balls out 400, then a minute recovery 400, and then a 10-minute recovery, and then repeat again. So another 400 a minute, 400. So it's basically just a flat out see what we can do, see how we are for the season.
And what times do you reckon you'll be running tonight then?
Well, I mean, if I'm looking to hit around that 140 mark this season for the 800, down with Rhodesia and the likes of Solomon, I'd like to Suleiman, whatever, man. I'd like to think I'd want to hit about maybe a 72 for this first one. Okay. And then potentially the second one I might throw down a 48, depending on how I do, because I want to negative split this season. And then the third rep, I'm thinking, because it's the third rep, it's going to be a tough one, mental strength. And then I think potentially I'm going to look for probably another 64 there, and then the last rep I probably might drop an 81. I'm feeling that could be good.
So Declan, this is the first interview we've had on Behind the Blocks. So just
honoured.
like to find out a little bit more about you. So If you were to recommend a naughty tune to get the boys psyched before a session, what would you listen to?
A naughty tune. Well, I mean, I get another thing I get ripped for is my music taste, as no one appears to like any music I like. But one to get the boys going would have to go to Josh Schofield's GCSE media project behind what's it, the song? Is it Skepta? Hold On. It's a cracking song. Motivational wise, perfect. Would recommend again.
When you get in down to the hard bits of the session, what do you draw on for motivation? Who motivates you to train hard?
It'd probably have to be Oscar Fraser-Crous, the Scotsman. I'm gonna have to say I can't have him beat me. Last season I went 10-0, 10 races against Oscar, 10 wins, and I can't be having that in training as well. So I've always got to beat Oscar. If Oscar's ahead of me, I always motivate myself to get in front of him.
And one final question there. What's your take on Jordan Rawlins' exploits on the parkrun scene this year?
Rawlins, that boy, he tried to join our training group. Don't know what down on that. I think his name's still on the schedule. But I mean, whether he parkruns or not, I don't think he's going to deliver on the track. So be it. He can throw it out. He can maybe give it a bash, see what he's got, but he's got nothing on Team Wilcock.
So what are your summer plans then for this year, Declan Neary?
Summer plans, I think I might lay off the track season this year and just hit purely festivals.
Okay, sounds good. Well, cheers Declan. Good night speaking to you, mate.
Thank you.
Have a good session. See you later.
Thank you.